Still going? Hey, still going. Okay. Could have been just a card. Could have been just the SD card I had in there. So far, so good. Alright, I have this here. I got the rope around it. I just want to figure out what I'm going to do with it now. What do I want to do with it? Don't know. Do I want to put black? Trying to figure it out here. Alright, let me turn this off.
They're Americans by the pharmaceutical researchers, pursuing life-changing cures in a country that fosters innovation. Here, they find breakthroughs, like a way to fight cancer, like monitoring patients' own cells. Because it's not just about the next breakthrough, all the ones after that.
This oil? It is. I need a darker green to match the marble in here. So I'm going to mix a little black with green. And hopefully, we'll be all set. I definitely need to clean this up over here. Oh man, this needs to be cleaned. You know what? I'm not going to do anything today that I wanted to do. Screw it. I wanted to hook up the power lines to the basement, but the wife just went shopping, and it'll be getting a little too late. Kinda. To start. And only because I know that I'm not good much past 3 o'clock. And it's 2:30 right now. So I don't want to start something that's going to keep me going to where I have to finish it, because then I'll be miserable. Because my back starts to act up after that. Now, let's get a couple of mix and sticks and see how this works. I saved room to add a little more black if I have to. And I think I'm going to have to. You know, black is usually a controlling color, so you don't want to jump into it too much. You want to bring black in slowly, gradually. Actually, that's pretty darn close. Yeah, actually I like that color right there. Yeah.
I know that their time with us is drawing near. I don't have a clue as to what I'm going to do when my kids are out of this life.
Good.
You don't lie. Now you know. This is a blowdown. And what if the old wise
Now what I do have to do, that I can get done, is hopefully anyway, to get into the computer system.
60 flavor. Light texture. With a crispy crunch. Like a chip because it is a chip. It's a crispy thing.
Lid's on tight. I know that. I hammered it on.
So,
Now I just do that. That kind of seals it a little bit.
first, you need poultry for your meal. And some solid choice. Perhaps matcha. Dairy.
It's just my way of doing it. Doesn't mean that it's right. It's just something I do.
Maybe a bit of tried and true. When it comes to creating a perfect bowl, anything can be improved. Okay, almost anything. Arrows, your creation.
Now what I want to do here is I want to paint the line and everything. That's what I'm looking to accomplish here.
Dollar Down days are on Planet Fitness. Join for just $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment. Deal ends today. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Get so much, pay so little. Hurry, today's the last day to save.
Grubhub, America's leader in food delivery, just got that.
Well, my wife said that
Millions of dollars in deals.
she'll take care of the data entry if I need,
Download the Grubhub app today.
once I get in. So if I don't get somebody to do that right away, I'll just get all the passwords and everything in my name naturally, because you got to be a member.
Step 3, Pink Stuff.
But because we do it here, at home,
Dinner, done.
Got plans for
the wife said she'll take over and do that,
Delaware's product.
because the town's not going to know who's doing it, nor is the town really going to care, as long as it's coming from an actual sign-in, which would be me.
It's difficult for me.
So that'll help take some of the load off.
I don't want to ever let them go. I know there's going to come that time.
John did a lot.
That's going to be very hard.
There's a lot goes on behind the scene that people don't realize. When after we've done a call, we come home, we have to log that information in. Now, for the most part, the members themselves, they really haven't got too much to do. They do a call, they write it down. You write down the time, the date, location, and a CAD number. And then you turn it over to whatever officer is taking care of the data entry. In this case, it was John. Now, he has all the members throwing him calls. Hello. Yeah. I'd be fine if you assholes stopped bothering me. Anyway, that was a local number to my town as far as the ID goes. And the guy's from India. Anyway,
I just got my credit card. $212.
so now what happens is we, for instance, if as a member, if I went out there and made a call, I write it all down, and then I turn it over to John. I email it to him, hand it to him, give it to him at every meeting or whatever. So he just got the calls from how many people did anything that week or that month. And it could be anywhere from 0 to 30 or 40 times from 0 to 5 or 6. So there's a lot of calls, and he has to enter each one in manually under each name, and he has to enter all that information in that we just gave him, as well as some information of his own as being the data entry. Well, that takes time, especially when you're doing that, and then you got to start doing the drills. So every time I do a training video or a training drill or anything, or the town has one that we go to, that has to be entered in. Now the drills could be entered in a little differently. They could be entered in as a group. So basically I can just pull up the squad and then check who was there and who wasn't there. However, like I say, when you're doing something like that, it takes time. So, and you don't realize the time that it takes until you've done the time. Now, that would be the first lieutenant. However, we're going to put that into the second lieutenant's position. My second lieutenant is going to get a promotion to my first. And a member that's been with us is going to get a promotion to the second. So that's kind of like where we're at this point. There. Now, the second lieutenant, right now, takes care of the financing, because I got him doing 3 different things. He's doing the financing, which he likes to do. He does the minutes, you know, the meetings and stuff like that. So, you know, he's pretty busy, and he just took over the first lieutenant's position as well. So we're going to relieve him of some of his duties and put him into the second lieutenant. And turn him over to the second lieutenant. But the first lieutenant, he took care of all those drills and things like that. Second lieutenant took care of all the meeting minutes, and the treasurer, he took care of the treasury department, stuff like that. And myself being the captain, Yeah. I make sure that everybody's getting done what's supposed to be getting done. And I try to make sure that everybody is getting what they're supposed to be getting from the town. And that everything is being entered. Okay. John would enter it into the town system. However, it still has to make it over into the accounting department in order for us to get our money. And it all has to be there at a certain time, and the proof that we've been there and all that kind of stuff. So I make sure that all that's getting done, as well as making sure that we did enough drills. See, when it comes to the calls, that's up to you if you make them or not. You know, if you make them, you know, and you drills, you get your stipend at the end of the year. If you don't make them, you don't get a stipend. Well, that's up to you to make your calls. But it's up to me to make sure that you get all your drills in, because I'm the one that has to do the drill, the testing, the making of the test, the videoing, the research, keep in touch with the town, the fire department to make sure that if they're doing a drill, they're going to give us a call to make sure we're there, and things like that. So, and then I keep track of everybody's drill points. When I get the town points, see, John used to get us a copy of the stipends report every month. And then I would look at that, because we'd all get a copy. And I'd see that certain things were done and certain things weren't. So now I got to find out, wait a minute. This guy has got 4 extra points here. Where are they? So I have to start looking, because I keep track of all that, because I want to make sure the guys get what they have coming. So I can very easily put in a couple hours a day out here just on that. So, all right, I have extra paint here that I'm not going to be using, and I hate to just throw it out. So what the hell can I do with it? Well, let me turn you off, because it seems like it's working okay now, and I'll be back.